Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Trump pulled desperate maneuver to stop Cowboys protest and it paid off big time. President Trump wants our flag and national anthem to be respected as symbols of American unity, pride, and respect for our armed forces. The president has been hammering the National Football League for the past 2 weeks for their protests of the national anthem, calling them out in a series of tweets and during his Alabama rally. But the president isn't going to just sit around tweeting all day, despite what the mainstream media tells you. He's ready to get into the trenches and do what he can personally, and the national anthem protests are no exception. President Trump called Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones 4 times on Monday to make sure the Cowboys wouldn't kneel during the national anthem. According to NFL.com, the president called Jones right before the game, while he was waiting in the locker room to play against the Arizona Cardinals. Jones is a friend of the president's, donating $1 million to Trump's inaugural committee. And guess what? President Trump's phone calls worked. The Cowboys did kneel, but only briefly right before the national anthem. When the anthem started playing, they stood up. Check out this beautiful moment of unity here. President Trump managed to preserve the dignity of our flag and anthem, and the players got to protest in a way that respected our important national symbols. Naturally, the MSM is totally ignoring this. Share this out if you love having a president ready to do what it takes to keep our symbols sacred. HT The Hill. The Las Vegas sheriff just revealed massive secret about the shooter that explains everything. One of the biggest changes to the Las Vegas shooter case just came from Clark County Sheriff Joseph Lombardo himself. During the press conference in Las Vegas last night, Sheriff Lombardo admitted that the shooter Stephen Paddock may have been radicalized at some point. "I want to understand the motivation that you described, okay, to prevent any future incidents, and, did this person get radicalized unbeknownst to us? And we want to identify that source." This would back up previous claims that he was strongly associated with radical groups including both Antifa and the Islamic State, although both currently remain unproven. Still, when you couple this new development with the fact that the Islamic State has made more than 3 official declarations that they were behind the attack, including repeated claims that Paddock was radicalized a few months ago, it does make you wonder. Paddock also wired $100,000 to the Philippines shortly before his death. The Islamic State has a known powerful presence in the Philippines, especially the city of Marawi. These may be coincidences, but they are certainly worth checking out. But, of course, the mainstream media will act like this is barely news so that most people never see it. That's why it's up to y'all to share this everywhere and let the people see what is really happening. Seconds after the Vegas shooter's girlfriend landed in LA, someone unimaginable showed up to get her. By now everyone in the whole world knows the name Mary Lou Danley as the girlfriend of Stephen Paddock. For hours she was a major person of interest, then later she was removed from that list. But the drama did not stop there. You see, Mary Lou was in the Philippines. The same place that Paddock had transferred $100,000 just a few weeks ago before his killing spree. In an effort to clear her name, Mary Lou Danley flew back to Los Angeles last night. However, when she stepped off the airplane into LAX, the FBI was waiting for her. For some reason or another, Mary Lou was being wheeled in a wheelchair. If this is something regular for her or if it's temporary remains unknown. It turns out she is once again a person of interest in the case after the money transfers and some other very strange circumstances surrounding the shooting, including why the rooms were in her name. The victims and their families deserve answers, and all of America deserves to know why he went on the killing spree in the first place. If you want Amy to tell the FBI in public everything she knows, share this out and comment tell the truth. What Trey Gowdy said about multiple people involved in Las Vegas shooting is rocking America. On Monday, Trey Gowdy got on Fox News Channel's The Story and offered his thoughts about the investigation in Las Vegas. Watch the jaw-breaking thing that Trey Gowdy says in the video below. Gowdy thinks that host Martha MacCallum was skeptical that Stephen Paddock could have acted without one person helping him. The South Carolina Republican predicted that in coming days he will be proven correct. It's an incredible level of premeditation that you don't ordinarily see, Gowdy said. And it is difficult to believe that a single person could have done this without detection. And so, I hope that what comes out of this is people, lots of crime is prevented because a non-law enforcement officer says something. The weapons and whether or not it was altered to become fully automatic and the premeditation of picking a certain hotel room. I think we're going to find someone along the way was suspicious. They should have turned that suspicion into a phone call to law enforcement. It's an incredible amount of premeditation to not go detected. Does this mean that multiple people helped the shooter the night of or just in preparation? We'll have to wait for more details. Share this if you think that there were multiple people involved and that we need to get to the bottom of this. The moment Ivanka walked into military base today, everybody noticed insane new thing about her. Ivanka Trump is pure class. Many other presidents' daughters are famous for partying. Ivanka has a more active role. She showed up to Camp Lejeune on Tuesday to speak at an event about employment for military spouses. Ivanka Trump and Kellyanne Conway showed up and lit the room on the fire. God bless this first daughter. She is working hard to make this country better. All the media is talking about now is the following. It's so sad. Ivanka Trump's attorney said that her attorney is intending to spend some time on initiatives that she cares about, particularly with regard to women in the workplace. Get this out there if you are proud to have Ivanka in the White House. Describe Ivanka in 2 words below in the comments, y'all. This hero Marine stole a truck in Vegas, then did something incredible. After the shooting in Las Vegas, Donald Trump spoke of the miracles that occurred in the aftermath of the attack. Iraq War veteran Taylor Winston is one of those miracles. According to the Orange County Register, the 29-year-old Marine was near the shooting site when he found a utility vehicle with its keys in the ignition. So he stole it, and did something awe-inspiring. We started grabbing people and loading them in the truck, Winston explained. Some were in critical condition. We took a full load to the hospital and then came back for more. Winston didn't get any names. Instead, he said he was focused on trying to be as efficient as possible. Because of his efforts, he may have beaten both emergency personnel and police to those most critically hurt. Due to his haste, he may never know the identities of the lives he changed that day. But those people may soon know his name if Winston's story gets the attention it deserves. Comment God bless the military and share so the world can see what heroism looks like in the midst of tragedy. This man should be way more famous than the disgusting human who decided to gun down so many innocent Americans. As San Juan mayor met Trump, media didn't show pointy things she had under her hand. Do you all remember when President Trump and Melania went to Houston after Hurricane Harvey to help the relief effort, and Melania wore high heels as she got off of the plane and the press lost its collective mind? You get the idea. All this despite the fact that Melania changed into sneakers shortly afterward. Fast forward to Hurricane Maria, which devastated Puerto Rico. President Trump and the mayor of San Juan have been feuding over the president's relief response. The mayor, Carmen Yulín Cruz, quickly became a darling to the media for criticizing President Trump, despite increasing evidence that the president's disaster response was appropriate and helping to save lives. The mayor, Carmen Yulín Cruz, quickly became a darling to the media for criticizing President Trump, despite increasing evidence that the president's disaster response was appropriate and helping to save lives. President Trump met with several politicians, including Cruz, on Tuesday for a briefing on the disaster response. Check out what Cruz had on her feet. That's right, people. Stilettos. Where is the leftist outrage? Where are the headlines denouncing Cruz for her inappropriate disaster shoes? It's typical rules for thee, not for me behavior from the left, and it's tiring. It's up to us to get this out there, so share it at least 10,000 times. HT Fox News.